Hi friends, today I'd like to share some of my learnings from the book 8 Wealth Habits of Financially Successful People. Again, this book is also written by Ron Malhotra. This book had a lot of exercises to do. So that was a great part, that it made you think a lot, do a lot around especially finance, uh, which we think we are doing good, or we try to see where we are once in a while, but you do not get to fully evaluate it. So this exercises that were there in the book really helped to craft, I'll say, that aspect of the life. So before I get into my learnings, I want to share a quick story. So if you see 90% of our films, what do we see? The hero is a poor guy, the villain is a rich guy, and they go through struggles in life, and then eventually, the poor guy wins something and he does good. Or the other way, even if the hero is a rich guy, he's missing something in life, and he eventually comes down to a normal life, or he's trying to give up things and things like that. So what is the psychological impact that this is sending us, or the message that we are receiving from all of this? Do we really think about what is the impact it's having on us around wealth? How is our definitions changing for wealth? So all of these questions, right, when I was doing certain aspects of this exercise, it really questions you to think about it, which created a lot of aha moments. So I'll just share 4 areas which resonated with me, while they were like different, almost 8 different strategies or 8 different areas. These are the specific 4 areas that I'm working on to really complete those exercises and see what to discover myself. The first area being, what is your belief system around money? So this is again, the questions in this area were related to the same topic. How are you psychologically thinking about money? What does money mean to you? How are you able to relate to it? What are your internal feelings about it? Do you think having money is good, having success is good, or you think that only, if you get success or if you get too rich, which means you're a bad guy? Because that's what we see in the movies, and is that they're psychologically ingrained in you. uh, that exercise was great. So it had 4 different questions which I went through. So I'll share all these questions later. The second area being, what is your wealth manifesto? We've seen, or I've seen across on YouTube, the FIRE movement, which is somewhere around retire early. And the questions that it had, while I was aware of the FIRE movement, the questions in this section ties a bit to that, to make you understand what is your ultimate goal, what are the different numbers that you're looking for, what are the different life goals you have. It could be charities. How much of charity do you want to do? How much of retirement fund do you want to do? What does it really, what does the number really say, or how much is that number? So that was this particular exercise around what is your wealth manifesto. The third area being, you know how to think commercially. When we say, just saying the statement, right, how to think commercially, we start thinking, wow, this is a very calculated person, or this is something, not, I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to be more ingrained towards values. I should be giving more aspects of relationships, or other aspects. But just saying the statement, how to think commercially, we feel that if I do this, which means I am being very money oriented, I'm not valuing other things in life. So this section broke a lot of myths. It really means, how much do you value yourself? So it's not to question any other thing, but how much is it? What is the number that you will give to your own skill set that you have, your own experience that you have, things like that. So this exercise was a very big aha moment, or broke certain myths that I had. And the last one being, what is your investment philosophy? Because subconsciously earlier, my investment philosophy was around gold. While I've been growing up, that's been changing. So thinking about what is your investment philosophy made me realize, if I'm giving a certain weightage to a certain section in my investment portfolio, and really understanding why I am doing it, what is the psychological reason I'm doing it, while that might be a right thing or a wrong thing, then evaluating and then changing the course if I really need to. So these were the 4 sections that I have done. I'll be sharing more details in the description. You can look through it and hope those sections help you all. And if you all want to know more, I'll say pick up this book because it has different sections. I picked up only 4 which I felt resonated with me, and I'm doing those. There might be some certain other sections which you all want to look at it. So I'll repeat the book name, 8 Wealth Habits of Financially Successful People. Hope that helps you all. Thank you everyone.